Good morning. I hereby call to order this third meeting of the Pennsylvania Public Utility Commission for the year 2018 and ask that you please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. For those of you in attendance at today's meeting, please take note of the exits down the stairs on either side in the hallway outside of this hearing room. In a true emergency, a PUC employee in an orange vest will be there to assist any of you that may need assistance. Once you move down the stairs, please exit onto North Street. Then also for your convenience, we will just let you know that the restrooms are located across the atrium on the Forester Street side of this building near the cafeteria. So our first matter for this morning's agenda is the approval of the minutes for January 18, 2018. And I recognize Commissioner Kennard, who was the editor.
Thank you, Madam Chairman. I have reviewed the minutes of the January 18th, 2018 public meeting and recommend that they be approved as submitted.
You have heard the motion to approve the minutes from January 18, 2018. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Sweet. Any discussion, further edits? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The motion passes 5-0. We will move on to consideration of today's agenda, and I will call up our Director of the Office of Special Assistance, Cheryl Walker-Davis, to lead us through this morning's agenda.
Thank you, Madam Chairman. Good morning, Commissioners.
Good morning.
May it please this honorable commission, on behalf of your various offices and bureaus, we present for your consideration and disposition the following agenda items, commencing this morning with the matter on behalf of the Commission's Bureau of Consumer Services appearing on page 1 of the public meeting agenda. It is recommended that the Commission adopt the recommendation there appearing pertaining to the comments filed to the tentative order pertaining to their Universal Service and Energy Conservation Plan for 2017 through 2020.
You have, is there a motion to adopt the staff recommendation?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Motion by Vice Chairman Place, second by Commissioner Sweet. Any discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The motion passes 5-0.
Turning now to page 2 of the public meeting agenda and matters on behalf of the Office of Special Assistance. The first recommendation there appearing pertains to the application of Tybeck Energy Management Specialist, Inc.
Is there a motion to call up this matter for consideration?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Sweet, second by Commissioner Kennard. Under discussion. Any discussion?
Chairman, I have a motion on this
Commissioner
matter.
Coleman.
I ask that my motion be entered in the record as I read it in its entirety. Before the commission is a petition for reconsideration filed by Tybeck Energy Management Specialist, Inc. regarding the cancellation of their electric generation supplier license for failing to maintain proof of proper financial security as required by the commission's regulations. In keeping with the commission's precedent, I believe that we must reject the petition for reconsideration, that the petition has not raised any new or novel arguments. While I understand Tybeck's argument that this lapse was due to the failure to follow up with their financial institution regarding this matter, this is not sufficient justification for noncompliance of our regulations. The current process has proven to be sufficient and a fair method for holding suppliers accountable for maintaining their financial security with the Commission. Tybeck was given notice well in advance of the tentative order canceling their license, which provided even more time for them to remedy the situation. Granting reconsideration where ordinary care could have prevented this outcome would be poor precedent and would significantly erode the standard of accountability this Commission holds suppliers to on this important issue. Therefore, I move that the petition for reconsideration of Tybeck Energy Management Specialist be denied and the Office of Special Assistance prepare an appropriate opinion consistent with this motion.
You have heard the motion of Commissioner Coleman. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Kennard. Any discussion on the motion? Hearing none. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The motion passes 5-0.
And I'm sorry.
On
ma'am.
the matter as amended, if there's no objection, we'll take the previous roll call. Seeing none, the matter as amended passes 5-0.
In omnibus fashion, it is recommended that the commission adopt the items commencing with the recommendation in the proceeding involving the Bureau of Investigation and Enforcement versus American Power and Gas of Pennsylvania LLC, and continuing with the remaining items on pages 2, 3, and stopping just before the matter involving Leslie A. Schaefer versus PPL Electric Utilities Corporation.
Is there a motion to adopt the staff recommendations?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Motion by Vice Chairman Place, second by Commissioner Kennard. Is there any discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The motion passes 5-0.
And the next recommendation pertains to the Office of Special Assistance recommendation in the proceeding involving Leslie A. Schaefer for Leslie W. Schaefer versus PPL Electric Utilities Corporation.
Is there a motion to call up the matter for consideration?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Motion by Vice Chairman Place, second by Commissioner Kennard. Under discussion. Any discussion?
I have a motion, Madam Chair.
Commissioner Sweet.
I would like my motion to be entered into the record as though I'd read it in its entirety. This is really in some ways a housekeeping matter, but it's an important housekeeping matter. It is well settled in commission practice that participation in a formal adversarial proceeding before this commission constitutes the practice of law. As such, that participation is limited to either those who file as individuals and represent themselves, or attorneys who are representing others. Just as an attorney cannot empower an individual to engage in the unauthorized practice of law, no agency can confer the power to engage in conduct that is prohibited by the judicial code. Therefore, the daughter of the decedent in the matter at hand was unable to prosecute the formal complaint on behalf of her deceased father. It is important to note that the absence of an attorney, where one is required, actually deprives the forum of jurisdiction to adjudicate the matter. Accordingly, we are unable to adjudicate this complaint and have no choice but to dismiss it. The dismissal, which is not on the merits of the complaint, will be without prejudice, so that the appropriate party may refile if so desired. Therefore, I move that the initial decision of the administrative law judge be reversed, that the complaint in this matter, captioned Leslie A. Schaefer for Leslie W. Schaefer, v. PP&L Electric Utilities Corporation, docket number F-2016-2577647, be dismissed, and that the Office of Special Assistance present and prepare an appropriate order. Thank you.
You have heard the motion by Commissioner Sweet. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Vice Chairman Place. Any discussion on the motion? Hearing none. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The motion passes 5-0. On the matter as amended, is there any objection to taking the previous roll call? Seeing none, the matter as amended passes 5-0.
It is recommended that the commission adopt the OSA recommendation in the matter pertaining to the exceptions to the joint petition for settlement in the general rate increase proceeding involving Columbia Water Company.
Is there a motion to adopt the staff recommendation?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Coleman, second by Commissioner Kennard. Under discussion,
Madam Chairman, I do have a statement.
Commissioner Kennard.
Member of my staff, Rachel Maurer, worked in this matter while she was at I&E. She did not advise me in this matter. I have a statement to that effect and ask that it be entered into the record as if read in its entirety.
Thank you very much. Any further discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The motion passes 5-0.
On page 5 of the public meeting agenda, it is recommended that the commission adopt the two recommendations there appearing pertaining to James Rich versus Philadelphia Gas Works, as well as the application of Suez Water Pennsylvania, Inc. for the approval to offer water service in the townships of Columbia County and Montour County.
Is there a motion to adopt the staff recommendation?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Kennard, second by Vice Chairman Place. Any discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The motion passes 5-0.
Turning now to matters presented on behalf of the Bureau of Technical Utility Services, it is recommended in omnibus fashion that the Commission adopt those matters, commencing with that at the top of page 6 involving the application of Broadview Networks, Inc., to commence service as a telecommunications competitive local exchange carrier, continuing with the remaining items on pages 6, 7, and the first 3 items on page 8 through and including the application of Apollo Edison LLC.
Is there a motion to adopt the staff recommendations?
So moved. Second.
The dueling commissioners.
Second.
Commissioner Sweet moves. Commissioner Kennard seconds. Any discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any nays? Hearing none, the motion passes 5-0.
At the bottom of page 8, it is recommended that the Commission adopt the tariff supplement filed by the Citizens Electric Company of Lewisburg pertaining to revisions to technology available for new installations of LED fixtures.
Is there a motion to adopt the staff recommendation?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Motion by Vice Chairman Place, second by Commissioner Coleman. Under discussion, I do have comments for the record that I would like to read in its entirety. Before the Commission today is Citizen Electric Company's tariff revision scheduled to become effective on March 13th, 2018. The following revisions revises the technology under rate schedule outdoor lighting to make light-emitting diode fixtures or LED fixtures available. Citizens proposes to utilize LEDs for all new outdoor lighting fixtures. Additionally, Citizens proposes to only utilize LED fixtures when replacing existing high-pressure sodium and mercury vapor lights during necessary maintenance. Adopting LEDs for outdoor lighting is a step that numerous electric utilities throughout the Commonwealth have taken for good reason. Utilizing LEDs for outdoor lighting will provide discernible benefits for the utility and its customers. These include improved color rendition, enhanced visibility, longer fixture lifespans, reduced light pollution, and most importantly, increased energy efficiency. And I applaud Citizens for this proposal, and I'm happy to support it. Any further discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The motion passes 5-0.
Continuing to page 9 of the public meeting agenda, it is recommended that the Commission adopt the Bureau's recommendation with regard to the 2018 Price Stability Index Service Price Index report of the Citizens Telephone Company of Kecksburg.
Is there a motion to adopt the staff recommendation?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Kennard, second by Commissioner Sweet. Any discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The motion passes 5-0.
Turning now to matters presented on behalf of the Law Bureau, appearing on page 10 of the public meeting agenda, it is recommended that the Commission adopt both the recommendation in the matter involving the petition for reconsideration of NRG Kiosk LLC, DBA Power Kiosk LLC, as well as the recommendation in the matter involving the petition of PennDOT seeking approval to transfer jurisdiction to the Court of Common Pleas of Dauphin County, certain matters pertaining to the compensation for property appropriation by Norfolk Southern Railway Company.
Is there a motion to adopt the staff recommendations?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Motion by Vice Chairman Place, second by Commissioner Coleman. Any discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The motion passes 5-0.
And turning now to matters presented on behalf of the Commission's Office of Administrative Law Judge, on page 11 of the public meeting agenda, it is recommended that the Commission adopt both ALJ Salapa's recommended decision in the matter involving the investigation upon the Commission's own motion with regard to safety considerations where SR 0220322 crosses the tracks of Northern Southern Railway Company in the Borough of Dauphin, as well as Deputy Chief ALJ Cheskis's initial decision in the matter involving the complaint of Yvonne L. Allen versus Pennsylvania Power Company. I would also note, Madam Chairman, that the remaining item on page 11 has been postponed.
Is there a motion to adopt the staff recommendations?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Sweet, second by Commissioner Kennard. Any discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The motion passes 5-0.
With that concluding the presentation of regular agenda items, we now turn to the carrying agenda. It is recommended that the commission adopt the recommendation of the Office of Special Assistance with regard to the cause PA petition for reconsideration in the matter involving the Duquesne Light Company's Universal Service and Energy Conservation Plan for the years 2017 through 2019.
Is there a motion to adopt the staff recommendation?
So moved.
Is there a motion, is there a second?
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Coleman, second by Commissioner Kennard. Any discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The motion passes 5-0.
And it is recommended that the commission adopt the Bureau of Technical Utility Services recommendation in the matter involving the 2018 Joyce Price Stability Index, Service Price Index, report filing of the Frontier Communications of Breezewood LLC, Canton LLC, Lakewood LLC, Oswego River LLC, and Pennsylvania LLC.
Is there a motion to adopt the staff recommendation?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Kennard, second by Vice Chairman Place. Under discussion, I will note that I will be recusing myself and place my statement on the record because my brother is employed by Frontier Communications. Any further discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The motion passes 4-0, noting my recusal.
Madam Chairman and Commissioners, that does conclude the presentation of public meeting agenda items.
Thank you. If there's nothing else to come before us, we can just stay here for a while now. There's no objection, the meeting is adjourned.